Hi everyone, Michel Cassista here. Not too long ago, just before Christmas, I had a little accident at work and I almost lost my finger. I don't know if you can see here. I'm not fingering anybody. And my supervisor at work asked me if I would speak at our safety meeting to explain what happened, to talk about the incident in front of everybody. I said yes, thinking it would be a great way to practice the story selling lesson that I learned in Expert Secret. In this case, I am selling safety, right? You see, I used to hate selling and salesmen until I listened to the audiobook Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone. Grant made me realize that everybody does selling every day. Selling doesn't necessarily mean that somebody has to buy something, right? You have to sell your kids every day to go to bed or to go to school, and you have to sell them on eating their vegetables. Before you can get married, you need to sell someone into going on a date with you, and then you have to sell that person on spending the rest of your life with you. So every day there's lots of selling transactions happening in your life, right? Anyway, I just thought I'd share that because it was a very important lesson for me. So in Expert Secrets, Russell Brunson is teaching the heart of story selling. Selling without being a pushy salesman. This whole book is designed to help you craft your message in a way that people are going to want to buy from you and follow you as a leader. It's definitely one of my favorite books. Very powerful. So, to come back to my story, I agreed to do it for one reason. Because I hate the way we do safety at work. I work in the sawmill, and once per year, we have to read a binder 6-inch thick with all the safety rules and standards to follow. It is boring as hell, and you fall asleep while reading it. I thought maybe I can write a story in a way like Russell Brunson taught me in his book. So I wrote a story to try to get people to relate and try to sell them on safety. Here is what I wrote. So it all happened so fast, and all of a sudden I was looking at the tip of my finger hanging by a little bit of skin, wondering if I was going to be able to keep it or if I was going to lose it. A couple minutes before, I was about to lift the walkway frame off of my table and tip it on its side so I can weld it in a flat position. Something I have done at least 1,000 times. I even thought of welding a lifting eye to help me lift it, but I chose to just hook the chain under the channel, under the lip of the channel. That way, I was going to save about 20 minutes between cutting the eye, welding it, removing it, and repeat on the other side. What a waste of time, right? Or is it? So I hooked the bottom of the channel instead and started to lift it. Did not lift very high before the hook slipped and the frame fell back down to the table where apparently the tip of my finger was sitting. And as a reflex, I yanked my finger out of there. Like I said, it all happened so fast. I was scared blood was dripping, and I had to hold under the tip of my finger, worried it might fall off. I then started walking towards the first aid room. At the same time, I was calling for first aid to meet me there. At this point, I was talking to myself, dumbass, you really fucked up. Sure didn't save any time now. The thing is, nobody's pressuring me by time. I am the one pushing myself to do things better and faster. In fact, if my supervisor would have walked in and seen how I was rigging and asked me to rig differently, I would have shaken my head, thinking it was stupid and annoying. At the end of the day, I really am just trying to get more done to help the company the best I can. But did I? I spent 5 hours at the hospital, 2 hours doing paperwork and investigation, and later that day, I had to go meet with the doctor to fill out more paperwork. On top of that, I couldn't do the work I was supposed to do that weekend. And I am not sure when I will be able to get back to my regular chores. And when I do, I will be slowed down quite a bit by this finger. Even going to the bathroom takes more time. So I would say I did not save the company any time or money. I certainly did not do myself any favors. Not only will it be a pain in the ass dealing with this for a while, I will have to modify how I do everything. I also screwed up my plan of working overtime before Christmas to be able to spoil my family and be able to take some time off around Christmas to have a great holiday season. And just because I try to find a positive side to everything, the only thing I could come up with is I don't have to do dishes for a while. I guess I have to rethink the way I do a few things. So there you go. That was my story. So I hope you see what I was doing, right? Trying to get people feeling my pain and paint the clear picture, get people to have some feeling and emotion, telling them a story that they can relate to try to sell whatever you're selling. So I just thought I'd share that with you. Story selling is very, very powerful. If you haven't got your free copy of Expert Secret yet, you can do so by clicking the link in the description. In the meantime, take care and step away from average.